Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here to talk about episode 7, Siete, several of Love Island USA season 7. It's getting steamy. We got 2 new bombshells that entered the building with a bang, with a kaboom. We have Andrea and Nicole. And so I am happy to see what carnage has fallen upon the island, because it looks like it's going to be messy and there's going to be some angry girls and some happy boys. I can't wait to see how everything falls apart. I guess. Am I the problem? Am I the villain? Is it me? Anyways, let's watch the episode. Again, I'm just still not going to actually put any clips of the episode, just because YouTube is being very annoying and going through the fine-tooth comb. And so they said that I can't do it anymore. And so I just don't want to tempt fate right now. So I will have the still up there when I pause the episode, but I won't play any of the video for now, just because YouTube is just being a big meanie. Okay. Excuse me, Aaron, you could speak Spanish? You sound actually pretty good. Your accent's not super gringo. It could be because you have a British accent, not a North American accent. You sound good, especially when you like claro. Anybody that says claro, that's usually someone that's integrated and lives somewhere in a Spanish-speaking country, because that's how that's their throwaway word. Like we say like, they say claro, sí, claro. Like, it's like I see. So this is going to make Miss Kayla probably a little bit jealous, because they do not have that kind of bond where they can speak together in another language that nobody can understand. Oh, and Nicole is a medical sales rep, just like Kendall, and she kissed him, so she's interested in him. So they're going to have things to talk about in the industry. Oh boy. Hannah, you in danger, girl. Serious danger. Aaron is calling it. He's saying that these are bombshells of all bombshells. They came in and they bombshelled. They definitely are coming in and shaking things up. The boys that they kissed, they thought that the kisses were really good. And right now, Rob was like, the kiss was really good. Now, hopefully she has a terrible personality, or he's going to have to keep on talking to her. So I am getting a little bit worried that Rob might start liking this girl. Uh-oh. And Aaron apparently had a smile on his face while he was kissing his girl, or his new girl. I guess that's Andrea. And she said the kiss was good. Cordell also said his kiss was good, and she had like big, juicy lips. They all like these girls so far, and so I wonder if their personalities is going to live up to their kisses. Kendall is having a little conversation with Nicole. They're talking about university, losing their virginity. They kind of just have they kind of flow. It's just easy going conversation. It's not like, oh, I really like you. Oh, I really like you too. I really want to get to know you more. I really want to get to know you too. Like, they're actually talking about real normal things to see if they get along. And so I know a little more about Nicole. Her father played college football, and she always wanted to go to a college football game in the South. Like, I know that about her. I don't know anything like that about most of the other Islanders, and I've known them for the past 6 episodes or 5 episodes or whatever. So I do feel like they're getting along, and we see Hannah and Liv kind of observing their conversation in the distance, and Hannah's starting to feel a little bit deflated. She says in the past, when she thinks she's going to get chosen, she doesn't. And so she feels as though Nicole is Kendall's type, and she's already starting to feel like she's not going to get chosen. Liz is trying to pump her up and give her some motivation, but I don't know if Hannah's going to be able to pump herself up, actually, because she knows that she's in the doghouse a little bit right now, and she's going to have to compete with someone who she feels is Kendall's type. So Aaron here is chatting with Andrea up in Soul Ties, and of course Kayla is freaking out. She's like, I'm done. It's over. I'm done. We're done. Might be. And he talks about the fact that she's basically her type, and Andrea is like, no, like I don't have the blue eyes, but she has the blonde hair. She finds out that he knows Spanish because he was actually born in Spain and he moved to the UK when he was 17. And so his first language was Spanish. So that actually makes sense as to why he was speaking so well. He was speaking Spanish quite well. He wasn't speaking Spanish as someone that like learned it in university or something like that. That's what with the claro, and how he was had the familiar words of just not being super formal, just being relaxed in the language. Yeah, it actually makes him hotter, to be honest. I always found him to be a little bit too pretty and a little bit too cute, but the fact that he could speak Spanish, that makes him a little cuter. Aren't you a little cutie pie, Aaron? I definitely think that Kaylor has something to worry about. If they kiss up here, big trouble. Big trouble. Leah is freaking out. She's just like staring like she's really is really worried about, obviously he's laughing and he's kind of connecting with Andrea. She's beautiful, she's blonde, so she's trying to feel like, okay, he's not usually into blondes, so that's a good thing, but he's kind of feeling her. He's laughing with her, talking about he likes to write and she likes to dance. He says that he can cut a rug, so that's a plus in my book if he can actually dance. I think that they're having pretty good conversations, and if Leah wasn't in the picture, I would think that this was a conversation that was moving towards coupling up. Now, I love my sweet, sweet Cordell, but even in this conversation with Nicole, I find that he looks like a young child next to her. She just looks so much more mature and more womanly. I know it's only 5 years, but 5 years in your 20 is like a decade. Like it's double. How much you've changed from your 21 to 26 is huge. And so I feel as though maybe the producers were like, choose Cordell. I don't remember if she said in her entering interviews if she said that she was interested in Cordell, but I just don't see him and her being an actual couple. Now, who is he going to choose? Maybe he'll just choose Serena again, just as a friendship couple. But right now, I just don't think that that Nicole is going to choose him, or like they're going to get together. Like I just don't know if I see that. So Kaylor has a bit of a headache, and Aaron comes to visit her for a little bit of a chat. She wonders how his mini date was with Andrea. And he's like, I'm not gonna lie, like it was actually really, really good. And begrudgingly, Kaylor wants him to enjoy his time with her. And he does say that he's not gonna do anything that's going to hurt her feelings, but she's like, don't necessarily think that way. Like if you have a better connection with her, then we need to know. So she needs, I don't know. I don't want her to have to really learn the hard way that she messed up, but I do, you know what I mean? Like I do and I don't, I do and I don't. I think deep down I want Aaron and Kaylor to get together, but she also needs to be punished a little bit for not considering him when she really wants to be with him. If you really want to be with someone, there's no need to play these games. You know what I mean? No need to test the waters. No need to see or take these risks. You don't need to. You found what you came for. Anyways, flogging a dead horse. Rob is saying, don't worry. They have a good thing going, but he did have a good conversation with her, and that he may have another conversation with her, but she doesn't need to worry. So, which to me means that she's going to have to worry, because I feel like they wouldn't leave stuff lines like that in unless trouble was ahead. So, don't you hurt my Leah. Rob, the fan base is going to be coming for you. Leah has got to be the fan favorite here. Oh boy. I worry for all the couples because these bombshells are very, very, very pretty. So in the night, the only people that seemingly were making out were Rob and Leah, and was it Janae and Connor? Someone else is maybe making out. It might have been no, I think it was Aaron and wait, no, Aaron and Kayla were just cuddling. Hold on. Okay, I check the tapes, and the tapes say that so Kayla and Aaron were kind of cuddling under the covers, and Leah and Rob were making out, it seems. And Janae and Connor were closely sleeping face to face, and she was kind of tickling the back of his head. Everybody else was just asleep. Now in the morning, we see Kayla. She's really nervous, and she's like, "Oh my god, I really like him. I really like him." And she's starting to get worried, of course. And then the guys are working out, and Andrea, yes, decides to pull Connor for a chat. And Janae is kind of noticing this and is rolling her eyes a little bit. It's early days. It's early days. She better not mess up Janae and Connor. That would piss me off. Leave him alone. Dying. And Janae is getting a little jealous that he's having a conversation with Andrea, so she's deciding to do some sexy stretches on her yoga mat. Leah is making it obvious by staring at the couple, at Connor and Andrea, but yeah, she's kind of doing like a cat cow / half downward facing dog on her knees. Definitely a suggestive pose. So after the chat, Andrea comes over to the girls and basically tells Janae he's like in love with you. He did say that him and Janae are in a really good place, and it would take a lot to kind of turn his head. And so to me, it looks like she's going to back off from that couple. Good. I don't want you to mess that up. I want that to grow. Oh boy. So Leah had a bone to pick with Rob, and she comes over and they go to sit over here to chat. And she basically says that, anytime all the other guys, they speak to one of the girl comes back and says, "Oh my God, you have nothing to worry about. He totally loves you. He's in love with you. Like, he speaks so highly of you, et cetera, et cetera." And then when girls come back from speaking with Rob, they're like, "Leah who?" Like, it's like he doesn't make it clear that he's pursuing Leah or that he likes her or that, he makes it seem as though he's available to be chosen. And, it happened with Liv. He was so surprised that Liv chose him. And now he just said to Leah that he is interested in Andrea. So, yeah, Leah's going to not be happy about this. He does say that if he changes his mind and he wants to choose the other girl before Leah, she's going to be the first to know. He said it's not anytime soon. And she basically says it doesn't make her feel good, which it wouldn't. That sucks that the guy that you think that you're working towards something with has a new person that he's interested in. So that sucks for Leah, especially Triple Leo. They love having the attention. And so the fact that like his attention's being split with another person who is different from her. She's blonde. She's Latina. She's from Miami. Like, she's just very different from Leah. I think that if she was more similar to Leah, she'd probably be like, well, like, I'm the better version of that person. But because they're so different, it's hard for her to probably not compete, but feel okay with who she is, because she's going to feel self-conscious and feel potentially less than. So they get a text, and Andrea and Nicole get to each go on 2 dates. I'm not exactly sure of if they each get 2 dates or 2 dates, 1 each. I think it's going to be 2 dates and 2 dates. So the first pick from Nicole is Cordell, and the first pick from Andrea is Rob. And this is Leah's face when Rob gets picked to go on the date. Andrea is like, let's see how much you can talk. Let's see. Oh boy. Leah's going to spiral. Watching Cordell pour the champagne and pop the bottle, and I'm just so nervous. I feel like I'm watching my child go on their first date or go to prom or something like that. And like, I just don't want him to like mess up or do anything embarrassing. Like for him, like I'm just so protective over him. Now she's interested in him, it seems. Before they went on the date, she was hoping that he doesn't ask her to kiss her, that he just feels the moment and does it if that's where they are at some point. Um, but he just seemed a little bit inexperienced in that world, and so I don't know if he has that swagger. But like all he needs to do is like lean and just do like a little, like, a little nod, and she'll move in and kiss him. Like if she would 100% if he's just like leans in and like just, who knows. I don't know if he's gonna do it or not. If he does, then he might lock her in, but I don't know if he knows how to feel into a kiss. He's so cute though. He keeps on being like, I'm so nervous, and like, look at you, and like he just comes across as very golden rich, like a golden doodle. Golden doodle. Like he's so cute, so eager, so sweet. Little puppy. I think it's hilarious that they're having their dates so close to each other on the beach. Because like walking in heels on the beach is pretty annoying, or like regular shoes on the beach is pretty annoying. And so like they're all trying to look like sexy walking on the sand. Um, and it looks like they're getting along pretty well. And he at one point like pushes her hair out of her face, and she's beautiful, of course. I do feel like the vibe that he has with Leah is better, but he might be more attracted sexually to Andrea. Just a maybe. Leah cannot handle it. She's not mad. She's just hurt. You know, she's talking with Kendall and is talking about the fact that Liv seemingly got a green light to pursue him, and she's wondering if Andrea is going to be given the same green light to pursue him. And Kendall is reminding her of what they have and not to be thinking about things from the past. They think about what they've built up until this point, which is good advice. But it seems like Leah is a spiraler, and I don't think that this is going to stop anytime soon until they're all recoupled and she knows that Andrea has chosen somebody else. Until then, she's going to spiral. So Cordell asked Nicole, what does she look for in a man? She looks for someone confident. She does talk about she's super competitive and that she likes to do competitive things on a date. And I already started to hear him agreeing. Now, what she's suggesting is something that's easy to be agreeable upon. Like I love going to do some competitive things, like let's go to the arcade, absolutely, let's play mini golf, I'll beat you. Like I would be that person as well. I have that competitive energy in me. I love playing games. Uno, I don't think you can be that competitive because it's like it takes absolutely skill. It's purely luck, so you can't be like a badass in Uno because it's just luck. But the fact that he's like, yeah, like, oh, yeah, like I'm so competitive. Yeah. Like he's totally agreeing. And it could totally be true. But I kind of wish that maybe instead of just agreeing, he'd be like, oh, you might think that you're competitive in this, but like I'd beat you in blah, 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 blah. Like at least show some of your personality or some of the things that you're confident in with agreeing with her here. Just not saying like, oh, I like that. Ooh, like me too. Or, ooh, yeah, like for sure. Like, oh, I love the arcade. Ooh, yeah, let's play Uno. Like he is just agreeing. And this is what Serena was saying about him. And right now it looks like it works. just because this type of topic makes sense. But I see what Serena was saying. It's hard. It's hard. Rob, stop with that eye contact. They were talking about him doing a little bit of modeling, and the only move that he has is smolder. And right now she's saying how he makes really strong eye contact, and that's what he does. He makes eye contact to really peer into your soul and think that he's connecting, and it probably disarms and makes you feel vulnerable, and which will also make you endeared to him because like he's seen a piece of you, something like that. He wants her to like him. There, she said it. I'm interested in you. Oh boy. Leah, you have something to worry about because he likes the energy that this girl's giving him. Oh dear. So Aaron and Kendall have a date. It's the second date so Aaron's going to be dating Andrea, and Kendall's going to be dating Nicole, and it's going to be their second date because that they went on a date with Cordell and Rob. Hoping, well, at this point, I don't think that Hannah is going to be able to salvage her connection with Kendall. I think that Nicole was, to a certain extent, humoring Cordell, but I think that she might actually choose Kendall if she has the opportunity to, because they might allow the Bombshells to choose first. It's possible. Also, I think I don't want Andrea to choose either Rob or Aaron, but I wonder if she chooses Aaron, then maybe out goes Hannah and Kaylor, or Hannah and Leah. Oh my gosh, that would be awful. I would personally rather Kaylor and Hannah leave, but I did really like Kaylor's relationship with Aaron. I did like it a lot. But maybe they'll bring in one more guy before they have a dumping. So maybe they'll have the recoupling and then they'll bring in another guy. That would be good. She's like, he's like, oh, I might want to kiss you again, like whenever the time is right. And she's like, well, I feel like the time may be right. And he's like, I think the time is right now, and leans in to kiss. And she's kind of laughing a little bit because she's like, it was not smooth at all, but she was just kind of going with it seems. I don't know if it's a good kiss yet because I screamed, but he got a kiss out of a challenge. So hopefully she gets the tingles, and maybe Andrea will choose Cordell. No, Nicole will choose Cordell. Okay, good, Rob, good. He says that I have a really strong thing going with Leah right now, but if you want me, you're gonna have to work hard. And she does say that she's a really hard worker. I'm gonna find out her sign to see if she's more compatible with her sun sign here. We'll see how that goes. She might put in the work. Well, either way, either place that she goes and puts her energy, either Aaron or Rob, both of them, she's going to have their work cut out for her. I actually think that Kaylor and Aaron would be an easier couple to penetrate, just because Aaron is so unhappy, or not unhappy, but just disappointed in Kaylor right now. So, but girls like a challenge, and Rob is pretty mysterious, and I'm sure that she likes this challenge. So we'll see. I say that a lot. I've noticed with ending these little bits, like even saying, we'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens. I'll see if I can try to find different ways to end little segments. Leah's like, as long as they don't kiss, man. As long as they don't kiss. Well, they have kissed now. Uh yeah, that's gonna be a bit of an obstacle for Leah. Just keep Poor that. Robin's like, just let's keep that between us right now. He wants to be able to tell Leah first. Oh boy. It's Love Island. This is what happens. You start liking couples and then the guys fuck it up. Or the girls fuck it up, but like when the guys fuck it up, you know it's over. When the girls fuck it up, there's a chance that it might work out still. So Kendall and Nicole, they were really vibing, talking about monkey ball. And, you know, he said growing up, he used to be really nerdy, playing a lot of video games. She played a lot of video games. She said her dad introduced her to monkey ball. It's one of his favorite games. And so they seem to be connecting. And it's really different how they are mimicking each other. And they have like, oh, I like this too, because they add an additional story on top of it. And it became like they found something that they communicate on, and instead of just one person agreeing with everything, it's like, oh, did this happen, and then did this happen? Like they're building upon it, like a conversation's happening. So it's a little bit different than what it seems like Cordell does. Right now, she just had asked him what his situation was. She has seen how Hannah had dropped the ball a couple times with the 50-50 comment, and then with kissing Hakeem in the challenge. And so I think he's basically saying that I'm open. I'm open. So I think that Kendall is going to end up stealing Nicole away from his baby brother in the villa, his best friend in the villa. I think he will reign supreme. He's a little bit smoother than Cordell is. He still asked to kiss her. I know in this day and age, consent is very important. But if a moment is there, you usually know that it's there. And if somebody is not interested in a kiss at the moment, like the swerve would happen, or like the no thank you. Like I just feel as though it would have been sexier if he made the move without asking about it. But she said, if you want to do something, just do it. So that gave him the go ahead, and they kiss. And it wasn't for very long. I think she kissed Cordell longer, but I think that she and him connected better. So, whoa, her eyes are not blue. And he says that she has the most unreal eyes when he stares into them. He does say that he's still in something with Kaylor, but the door is wide open. He says wide open. So she's basically giving her the go ahead. I still think that at this point she would choose Rob, because Rob does that whole mystery thing, like, but I think that she has an interest in Aaron. But I think Rob is more just alluring. Rob must be a Scorpio rising. So mysterious. These little mini dates. Just more kissing, more kissing, more kissing. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel bad for these girls. The OG girls are going to be upset. And it's not anybody's fault, really. This is the name of the game. And yeah, I feel like their little hearts are going to get broken. He's such a baby brother. So Cordell and Rob come back from their dates and they sit down with Connor, and basically Cordell's like, yeah, I gotta kiss. So, you know, just so happy for him, congratulating him again, a little smoochy. But I do think that his best friend is going to get the girl in the end, but he got a kiss. He had a little smoochy smooch. Rob is saying that he had a really good date with Andrea. And he does tell Connor that they kiss, and he's going to tell Leah. I don't know why Cordell is saying, like, take your time with that shit. No, actually, don't take your time with that shit. Tell her as soon as possible, because Leah is going to freak the fuck out. And so you're going to need her to have time to, like, simmer down, okay? I don't know if I'll be taking advice from Cordell. Love you, Cordell, but I don't know if I'd be taking advice from you. I think he should tell her right away. If he cares, if he wants to salvage that relationship. If he doesn't, then do what you want. But he's really intrigued by Andrea and says that their kiss was like they've been kissing forever. And he can look into her eyes forever. So Aaron and Kendall return, and a few meters behind them is the girls. So Andrea and Nicole all come back to the villa. The girls are staring at them, staring daggers at everybody coming back. All the boys get together to chat now. I feel like basically Rob and Aaron are going to decide between the two of them who wants her. And I think, I don't know who's going to win. I think Rob might take her. He says he's in deep, deep trouble. So maybe. So when Cordell explains the kiss to the boys, he talks about how, like, it was so good, and he leads it in. All the boys are super hyped and excited for their little brother to get into play. And then the two bombshells go upstairs to have their own private conversation and debriefing. And Nicole is pleasantly surprised by Cordell's kiss. He says it was like nice and slow and sensual. Okay. And Andrea said, like, that's how Rob's kiss was like. It was really, really good. And so I wonder if those are the choices that have been made now. So Andrea thinks that right now Aaron would choose her over Kaylor. And she also thinks that she has a really, really good connection with Rob, and things are really, there's something there for sure. And she's just a little bit confused because he does have something going on with Leah, but he's already said that it's electric. Something's electric. I think she's going to go for Rob. She really is smitten by him. And she's giggling. You see Nicole pointing at her, giggling. I can't tell who Nicole is going to choose at this point. Like, I was surprised that she said that Cordell had such a sensual kiss, and she didn't really talk about Kendall's kiss. I'm not sure where she's leaning. I have to say that with seeing the previews for the next episode, it looks like Rob is going to break Leah's heart and choose Andrea. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, it could be a case of like, ooh, somebody new, somebody like forbidden, little taboo, I'm in something, but like I also get to explore this with somebody else, and she's beautiful. And like, is he still going to have that? Like, there was just something special I felt about their couple, Leah and Rob. They're just a little bit more unique. They just, I don't know. It was like it was a relationship that I was like looking forward to seeing. Like, I liked seeing what was going on between them. From what I can see with Rob and Andrea, it just seems kind of like a boring couple, like, okay, two very good looking people getting together. They have nice conversation, but I don't know. The relationship between Leah and Rob, I felt was just quirkier, and like, I just liked it more. So I don't know. You can't help but liking what you like. It looks like Rob breaks down a few times about his decision, but it looks like he's going to be hurting Leah big time. And Leah's crying a lot too, feeling super embarrassed. And I feel bad for her. Yeah. It sucks. Okay, well, that is it for this episode recap. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 15K. Please, I guess 14 is closer, but 15 is the round number. That's the next round number we want to hit. Like this video, ring the bell. So if I go live or if I release a video at an odd time, you'll be notified. And in the comments below, let me know how you think the pairings are going to be. If they don't bring any male bombshells in, if these are the people that are going to be left in the villa, who do you think is going to be paired up with whom? So who is all the guys going to pick, and who would you say would be the two girls that would be going home if that were the case? So I just want to see what your thoughts are. No spoilers. I have one more episode to catch up. So by Thursday, I will be with you guys watching these in real time. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I will talk to you soon. It's been a slice. Ciao.